Frankly, Bats disappointed me. Everything about it seemed off, and I don't know which one was worse, the musical number or the storyline. I'm not saying the song itself was bad, it may have been though. It just didn't meld to any of their characters at all. Look at Twilight's expression here. I don't think she's ever looked that grave. Instead of saying, "Stop the bats," they could have been saying, "Kill the bats," and it would have felt the same. Don't you think they're being especially rude to Fluttershy here? Other than Fluttershy, of course, Pinkie was the only one in character, not giving her two bits about the entire matter. Unfortunately, the song was only one of the things I didn't like. Every character was off. Fluttershy, if Flutterhulk wasn't weird enough, now she's a bat, a stupid bat. Although the character designs and animations are amusing, I didn't like it. Then there's Rainbow Dash. Has she even mentioned cider since the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 episode? It just seemed unnatural how she would pick up on her addiction after all these years. And you can't forget Spike, just there for comic relief, even though we just had an episode stating the otherwise. What the episode lacks in these aspects, it makes up for in its moral. Now, Fluttershy talked about resisting negative peer pressure and saying no, which is good and all, but the better moral isn't even stated at the end. It's more subtle. Keep in mind this is only my own interpretation. Now, let's say Fluttershy represents mankind. In this case, this story shows the struggle between man and nature. In real life, man ignores nature, plowing through fields, dumping waste products on habitats, being careless with nuclear radiation, the list goes on. Fluttershy is representing that choice, and choosing the good of Applejack's farm, or industry, human advancements, and technology, over nature. This only backfires on them, however, as it is on us. Here's where the writer got sneaky. It hit me that this doesn't just represent man versus nature, it's representing a more specific interaction between man and nature. GMOs. For those of you who don't know, GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, are in many food products across America, ranging from corn, snack foods, to other crops. Similar to the way Fluttershy changed the way the bats functioned for their own convenience, humans have added extra genes to crops, affecting their lifespan and resistance to pesticides and disease. While this is a good short-term plan to solve current problems with crop famine and shipping products overseas, it will have long-term effects on nature and humanity. Negative effects. Like Applejack said,
"Be sure to put in there that I came to see that my short-term solution was a little short-sighted."
Now, how do we know that GMOs is what this writer is hinting at? Okay, GMOs are often used to change the size, therefore value, of the product. Like the apple in this comic. Wait, does this seem familiar to anybody else? Of course! Applejack's prized apple.
This here's our entry into the Appaloosa State Fair's produce competition. You know how much TLC goes into getting an apple to grow like this?
TLC? More like GMO. Am I saying that Applejack uses GMOs? But biotechnology isn't that advanced in Equestria, is it? I didn't think so. But in that same episode, look at the cutie mark on Rarity's hazmat suit. The bio-warning symbol. Besides, I'm sure some unicorns specialize in genetic mutations anyway. Like, I don't know, an orange frog hybrid. This story also shows us how we can fix our problem. First, just like the episode, we need to know what we're doing to ourselves. We need to see, like the mirrors. Maybe, if we knew the effects of what we were doing, we would stop. This is why I still sort of appreciate the episode, though its plot might not be the best. On a side note, it is funny that after this Big Apple, we would have an adventure in Manhattan the next week. You know, New York City, the Big Apple. It seems like last time there was a giant apple in the show, it also had to do with Manhattan. Thanks for watching and subscribing for videos every Wednesday. Notion out.